Okay. Hyperbola. When a plane cuts the double napped cone in such a way that the angle beta is angle we are going to take into consider, and the beta angle is less than this alpha angle. Okay, beta is angle is less than the alpha angle whenever alpha is the angle between the axis and the rotation. So if the beta is less than the alpha, then whatever the shape we are going to get it, that shape is called hyperbola. Hyperbolic shape. Here, one side, that one will be there, and another, this one will be there. See, once again, I will show it to you so that easily you can understand. See here. When it cuts this, that part will be cut out. So whatever the shapes we are going to get it, these two shapes like this, two shapes we are going to get it, and these two together will be considered, will be called as a hyperbola. But as because conic section, one cone is cut into the form. So 0 degrees less than or equal to beta is less than alpha, then it is called a conic section. But original definition of the conic section is cone means hyperbola is when you are taking the two fixed points to take the two fixed points f1 and f2, which will be considered as a foci, and the set of all the points, set of all the points whose differences previously sum should be taken. Here, what we have to take differences. A point here P1 is 1 point. P1 F1, P1 F2. दोनों का difference. Difference is nothing but greater minus smaller. Greater minus smaller means in these two, which is more length, P1. This one is more length. This one minus this one should be taken into consider, and that should be a constant. In previously, ellipse में sum. Here difference of the points, set up the all the points whose differences of, from the two fixed points is constant. Difference of the means the point, this point from these two fixed points is what are the distances we are having. Their differences whenever you take into consider, that difference should be constant. That is nothing but in case here P1 F2 minus P1 F1 should be equals to P2 F2 minus P2 F2. P2 F2 minus P2 F1. So here see P1 F2 minus P1 F1 should be equals to P2 F2 minus P2 F1. This is equals to P3 F1. The P3 point here it is taken. In these two, this distance is smaller, this distance is more. So this one minus this one should be taken. So when you take the points, all the points like this, the points we are going to get it here like this, and all these points here like this. You see that? So that easily you can understand. So set of all the points. This is called the shape whatever we are getting is called as a hyperbola. Set of all the points which satisfies means on this curve, what are the points are there that all the points will satisfy this condition. It will be a constant. All the points whenever you join, that all the points together is considered as a hyperbola. And these two are called foci, and the line segment joining the foci is called as a transverse axis. We call it as a, it will be given to you here. This is called as a transverse axis, and these 2 points are called a focus, and plural of the focus is foci. You know that. So this is actually we are going to have the major axis and minor axis in case of the ellipse, but here we are going to have the line joining these two. Line which is passing through the two foci is called as a transverse axis. A line which is perpendicular to the, and the points, this transverse axis where it is intersecting the hyperbola curve, the 2 points are called the vertices. These 2 points, yes, that curves to both together is called as a hyperbola, and the midpoint of these two is called center. And through the center, the line which is perpendicular to the transverse axis is called as a conjugate axis. So these all the points once again you see here. This is transverse axis. Once again I will revise. Transverse axis is nothing but the line which is passing through the two foci is called transverse axis. The point of intersection of the transverse axis with the hyperbola is are called as a vertices. This is vertex and this is another vertex. Okay, and these are foci. And the midpoint of the these two vertex line segment joining the two vertex is called as the center. This is called the center of the hyperbola. Hyperbola of the center both. It is called the hyperbola center. center of the hyperbola, and the line which is passing through the center and perpendicular to the transverse axis is called as a conjugate axis. Yes, midpoint of the line segment joining these two vertices is called the, or you can take the midpoint of the two line segment joining the foci also. Okay, so usually in the standard form of the equations, whenever we take into consider, the center will be taken as a origin of the coordinate axis. Usually means whatever we are having the in our syllabus normally, but other than the origin also you are going to have. Other than the origin also you are going to have, but we are having the in our syllabus only origin as a center. So these are the things here we are having here. This is hyperbola and conjugate axis. The distance between the two vertices is the length of the transverse axis. Actually, transverse axis is nothing but it is a line. Line का distance length नहीं होगा ना. Transverse axis is a line, but it is defined as length of the transverse axis is defined as distance between the two vertices. This distance between the two vertices is called. And vertex usually will be taken as a comma 0 and a minus a comma 0. If this is origin means this is a comma 0 minus a comma usually will be taken, and foci will be taken as a, this is c comma 0 and this is minus c comma 0. In this situation here we are going to have the, in ellipse case, a will be greater than the c. In ellipse case, a will be greater than, because foci will be middle, and here a will be less than the c in case of the hyperbola. So that all will be, and it is denoted by the length of the transverse axis. This is, and which will be denoted by the 2a. This is 2a. Either a comma 0, this is minus a comma 0. This total length will be 2a. And the length of the semi-transverse axis is half of the transverse axis, that is a. Semi-transverse, उसमें half है. So then the points will be usually a and b points will be, you are going to get it. And the f1, f2 is equals to 2c. The distance of the foci from the center is c. So these are the things, and we need to define b. Here b will be taken as a convenient here. We will define the b such that here it is given to you these 2 points. And yes, here it is not there in your textbook, this one. So this one is a tangent to the hyperbola is infinity. Whenever you are taking into concern asymptote, we will call it as, then that is not there in your syllabus में, textbook में भी नहीं है, and उससे confuse मत हो जाओ, and leave it that one. And b will be taken as a convenient. It will be defined in such a way that b is equals to under root of c square minus a square. B is equals to under root of c square minus a square will be taken as a b. B will be defined. So whenever you take into consider the b value, in the previous case, b will be shown to you actually. So c and d points, whenever you are taking into consider, these 2 points will be equals to the length of the conjugate axis is called this one CD. And the length of the conjugate axis is, this will be denoted by the b and this will be denoted by the